All right. Habari Ghani. Imhotep Sankofa, the wild guy. Wow. First, we want to pour our libations, give all credence and credit to our foremothers and forefathers, all our ancestors who came before us to fight for truth, justice, liberation, and fight to help us be able to overcome these oppressors and chart a path for our own righteousness, dignity, and discovery. We need our own. We need our own. We can't depend on, and we shouldn't be depending on anyone else. Don't teach your children to. Don't teach your children to go to school to get a job. That thing is over. You can see the climate's going on in this country right now. Teach your children to work together. Find other like-minded people with similar goals and aspirations and work together to better themselves, better the community, hire those behind them, maybe hire those in front of them. But it's up to us to save us. Normally I don't make videos like this, but I've got to make this video in light of the recent Anthony Mackie comments about teaching his sons to grow up to be men and have masculine features. I remember listening to Ricky Smiley talk about this about 4 years ago, and they beat him up, talking about he was teaching his grandson how to be a man, so maybe one day he could marry somebody's daughter. And, since his show has alternative lifestyle people on it, he doesn't get to say those things too much anymore. I think maybe Tom joining him, maybe guiding him or something like that. I don't know. But what do you all want? What do people want? As a mentor and a coach, and in the conscious movement for well over 30 years, we see the detriments of not having men involved in homes, communities, with their children, in schools, and everything else. We see the detriment. You all want to complain about children and complain about adults. We see Karens and Kens bothering people. We see all kind of ignorant stuff going on. We got a fool in the White House. He was taught, he had a bad dad. His father was a member of the alternate people who don't like other races. Okay, but the bottom line is the importance of men being men is paramount to the growth, development, safety, order, discipline, and everything that goes along with building up better communities, better societies, better homes. And everybody's not perfect, but men can get talked about from their imperfections. But yet I know plenty of mothers and plenty of women who left their children to despair, left them to rot, yet they still get grace. So maybe sometime give your dads and fathers and give some men some grace sometime that you all are not willing to do, that you'll do for mothers. I've seen it. I've seen it. Trust me, through the crack era, through this opioid epidemic, I've worked in treatment centers and worked in psych places. I've seen it firsthand. I saw it. So I don't know what the problem is. What do you want men to be? What do you all want them to be? What do you want them to be? 8 out of 10 people in every group, every sex, everything do the right thing. 2 out of 10 make the other 8 out of 10 look bad. We got to change that. Stop focusing on the 2 out of 10 and focus on the 8 out of 10 that carry the water every day, doing exactly what they're supposed to do with righteous dignity, integrity, and self-respect. I don't want to hear any more of this garbage. I saw a little bit of that Joe Podden podcast from Melissa Ford. She's projecting her own thing on there. I would say some other things about her, but that was her choice that she made. If she was around with 1,000 different men and she put all them demons in her, that's on her. That's on her. She gotta hold that to herself. But I'll just ask the question and maybe somebody can answer me. What do you all want from the male species? Because the righteous teaching of fathers, grandfathers, and men, what we're supposed to do is to teach our young boys to be strong mentally, even more than physically. Mentally more than physically. And keep order. Keep discipline. Safety. Provide all those things. The builders of the society. Wars. Everything that helps you to have a safe space to live at, women, who do you think's helping provide that safety? Who do you think's helping to do it? So I don't want to hear this junk. We got too many guys out here right now who confused. We got too many guys out here right now who I see them every day walking behind their mothers, trudging behind their mothers with pajama pants on and flip-flops on. Because there's no men or no dads around. The mentoring groups I work with, they specifically bring these boys to these men so they can help them become young men. So I don't know what you all are looking at or what you're seeing. And maybe from a woman's point of view, you don't see how effeminated these boys are. You don't see how the effemination of the black male is there. You don't see how you don't need your son walking around sashaying. You need him walking strong and upright and ready to go with his tail up, not down. We got too many of them with their tails down now as it is. And I may lose some followers behind this, and I really don't care because this has to stop. Who's going to be around for the next 10, 15, 20, 30 years, especially in our community, if we don't have any viable, upright, walking men? We got too many women calling too many shots as it is, and look at the confusion in our communities. And I'm not going to blame it all on women because the fathers and dads should be around no matter what. But some of you all make it bad for them to be around. And you don't want to deal with that subject. But we're going to stop acting like men supposed to have this feminine aspect of them, overwhelming aspect rather, like women. We're not supposed to. And you ain't going to like us. And you're going to like when we tell you no. And you're going to like it when we tell you to be quiet and sit down. But that's establishing order and discipline. One of the main, I'm a veteran of the United States Air Force, and on the wall, promote conduct that's representative of good order and discipline. Now, you take that and find out if you have that in your household or communities, good conduct and discipline. See if you've got that in your households, workplaces, communities, homes, or if you don't. And then if you don't, look and see why you don't have it. If you do, look and see why you do have it. That's all I got. Peace, love, and happiness, everybody. See, I got my little fishing stuff ready. Got my fishing poles. We finna hit it. Got my poles and stuff here. I'm just waiting on time. But make no mistake about it. We need men. And we need our boys to be men. And you need them too. That's all I got. Hotel.